Like, I think I've learned more there than I do at GrowthCon for 3 years. There's so much more that I've learned here than at school or anything similar to school. Like, this is things that I'm going to apply to my real life and things that are actually going to make me successful.
Hi, it's Slales.
Hello.
Where are we right now?
We are in Las Vegas for the 10X GrowthCon, the final one. What a shame.
How many of these events have you been to?
Either 3 or 4. I have a concussion, so I don't have the best memory.
You have a what?
A concussion. It happened like a month ago. I'm just being dramatic.
She's going to blame it on her sister.
It was my sister's fault, but whatever.
So you've been to 3 or 4 GrowthCons. And why are you going as a kid to business events?
Well, obviously in the future, I'm going to be in business. But right now, I've seen it applied really in my personal life, my school life, and in my sports life. So yeah, I also want to, recently I just had this really good idea. You know how every morning you take 1,000 supplements and you're like, ugh.
Yes.
What if I made something that blended all of them and tasted good?
I mean, I think I'd enjoy it more.
Okay, well, I'm going to start working on that when we get home, and I'm going to come up with the formula.
Okay, so supplements that don't make me want to gag?
And it's all in one, so you don't take like 1,000 every morning.
I do take a lot of supplements.
And it takes about 30 minutes. So when we get home, we can do something for you.
Okay. Well, you were saying that you've been coming to these conferences and it applies to your life. What do you mean by that?
I'll just give a few examples. For example, a lot of it talks about be obsessed or be average. And I think that applies to my school life in ways about grades and things like that. Because unless I'm really thinking about my future, I'm thinking about where I want to go to college. I'm usually like an average student in B's and like C's. And in my sports life, be obsessed or be average. Like, there's so many athletes. There's so many like great athletes too. So I could either be the best out of like this small pond, or I could be amazing. And that's what Grant Cardone has taught.
And are you obsessed with school and with your sport?
Yes. Not so much school, definitely sports. I mean, I think that I'm obsessed with not obsessed, kind of cuckoo, but the idea of like being successful and like working my way to being there in my life. Not only now, but in the future as well.
So you've grown up in this 10X lifestyle and you've been to all these growth cons. Are there any other events you've participated in?
Okay, believe it or not, my favorite event is not GrowthCon. It's the Real Estate Summit. Like, I think I've learned more there than I do at GrowthCon for 3 years.
Why do you love the Real Estate Summit so much?
It's definitely a more intimate setting, and the way it's set up, like, it's like a conversation between you and Grant. Like, Grant is teaching you something right in front of your face, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go apply this as soon as I get home, you know?
Mm-hmm. And what have you recently done at school because of the Real Estate Summit?
Okay, because of the Real Estate Summit, I taught a lot of my peers how to underwrite a real estate deal. It was like a little assignment we had, and I figured, why not teach them something useful in their future or whatever. Another thing that I've learned from 10X and stages and all these things is the ability to public speak and give interviews like this. So, for example, right now, all the teachers in North Texas are having a conference like this one in a big arena stadium thing. And I've done multiple videos for them that they're going to play there.
So you're going to be on the screen at the North Texas Teachers Association?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
And who chose you to do that?
I think it was a decision between our superintendent and our principal.
And why did they choose you?
I think it's because I'm the most involved in our school. I think that I have made the most change within our school and our district. And not only because I try to bring the things I learned here and at these events to my school, because a lot of kids don't have access to the knowledge these people do.
Interesting. Like what?
After this event, I'm probably going to go back and I'm probably going to tell all my friends, the student council, everything that we learned and how we can implement that in our events for school and things that we throw for student council.
So everything that you see, you attempt to imitate in some way.
Yeah.
And implement it into your life.
Exactly. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I mean, what Grant does works. So I'm just trying to take that to our school.
That makes a lot of sense. So Frisco ISD is benefiting from Grant Cardone. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. Frisco ISD is benefiting from Grant Cardone. Grant, make sure to quote that. What are some other things that you participated in? You kind of touched on it briefly when you said public speaking.
10x stages. I was a part of the Speak Off. I placed 13th out of 27,000 people.
13th out of 27,000.
Which actually at the time I was 13, so kind of like a lucky number for me.
You were not even 13. You were 11.
I think, no, it was because I was born on the 13th.
All right. Would you recommend someone who's watching this and thinking like, hey, should I bring my kids to a Grant Cardone event?
Definitely.
What would you say to them?
I'm going to cut you off. Definitely. There's so much more that I've learned here than at school or anything similar to school. Like this is things that I'm going to apply to my real life and things that are actually going to make me successful. 2 plus 2 is not going to do anything for my life. Knowing how to underwrite a deal, knowing what to invest in, and knowing how money works is going to change my life.
Who is your favorite speaker, Hayley?
Alina Habba and Martha Stewart.
So Trump's attorney and Martha Stewart.
Yep.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share with the audience?
I have a question for the audience. Who do you guys have winning March Madness?
All right. Drop in the comments who you think is going to win March Madness and make Hayley's day. Thank you for watching.
I have UConn for women's and Duke for men's.